Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Movie Feuds. We had a chance to see a movie pre-screening last night. It's a rare occasion for us because, you know,
nobody knows who we are.
We don't have any notoriety whatsoever as a review critic. So anyway, End of Watch comes out on Friday the 21st. You may or may not be seeing this beforehand. Well, let's dive right into the two main characters here, Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena.
Oh, wow.
What did you think of? Yeah, I mean that's
came in knowing the name even.
Well, I mean this isn't my first rodeo.
Okay. I thought Michael Pena, if that's even what his name is, I'm just going to go off of what you say at this point. I thought he was great. I thought he was the show.
I agree. Jake Gyllenhaal was over the top at times, but Michael Pena, aside from just the dialogue, had a lot of memorable scenes even.
3rd Sector 13, Roger.
What are we looking for again?
Dope, money, and guns.
There's really nobody else in the movie. It focuses on the two lead cops. Ugly Betty's in it, I guess.
Yeah, I had a hard time picking out which character she even was, America Ferrera.
She's the character that Michelle Rodriguez turned down.
Well, then, of course, you have my favorite star, Anna Kendrick, who you may know her as the star of 50/50 or of Twilight. She was also in
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. She's a side character in every movie, and she's always the same. Kind of a quirky, bumbling teenage girl, says basically every other sentence.
It's charming is what you're getting at then, that's what you're saying. Well, we'd be remiss if we wouldn't bring up the fact that this movie is incredibly violent, gory even at times, over-the-top swearing, things like that. Really what makes a good movie, in my opinion.
What Corey's really saying is if you get advance tickets or if you just go opening weekend, don't bring your 8-year-old child like the lady did yesterday at the movie we were at.
Yeah, it was
not family friendly. You brought up the action. Let's segue into that now. There was some cool moments, a fire in a building. There was a woman who was cut up. There was a fight scene in a room. If you notice what I'm doing here is I'm taking a lot of cool sequences and just throwing them out there like the movie did.
Yeah, there's not really a plot to be seen. We were probably an hour and 20 minutes into the movie before a story was actually unfolding here.
Yeah, I looked over at Corey a couple times and asked him out loud in front of everybody, where is this movie going?
Really,
well, yeah, I mean, we had some pissed off people, yes. Can we even give a rundown on the short for synopsis?
It's very difficult because it's like Adam said, each individual scene is so separate from each other. I think they tried to just play up the fact that this is what life was like as an LAPD officer.
On the beat, on the mean streets.
I think what was a little bit more off-putting to me was the POV style camera. It was like, Blair Witch Project where every camera angle was a handheld or some kind of webcam or something along those lines.
When's this gonna stop? You don't always have to do the shaky cam to make yourself stand out from the pack. But this one went out of its way to make us know that there's people holding cameras. They have a camera pinned to their vest. There's like 4 coked out guys in a car with machine guns and they're about to shoot a place up, and the director has to take the time to pan over to
some guy in the back who's holding a little like
a Sony minicam. I'll say it was better than I thought it was going to be. I went in with zero expectation and it passed it. It passed the 0 mark for me.
You should marry one of my cousins.
If you're anything like you, I wouldn't be able to stand an hour with them. Waking up in the morning, they'd be like,
hey, can I tell you a story?
I know.
Here's a story about this, and a story about that, and a story about this, a story about that.
But dude, all you gotta do is this. All you gotta do is this. Yeah.
You wanna come to my cousin's quinceañera, my daughter's quinceañera, my brother's quinceañera?
Yeah.
My sister's quinceañera?
There's always something happening though, bro.
IMDb, the pre-screener rating was like 7.2 or 7.3. That's about where I would give it. It's not great. It's not. It's definitely worth the watch. Might even be worth the watch in theaters. I would give it that much because there's a lot of intense moments that the big screen really helped.
I'm going to disagree with that and say this is a movie you can watch at home. The big screen for me, especially the first half of the film, it was too much shaky. There was a couple of fights or sequences that, I almost was shutting my eyes for a little bit just to get focus back. Let's give them the score that really counts though, and that's ours. That we make up on the fly. I'm gonna give it 17 out of 21 bags of Coke.
Interesting. You know, I'm gonna do something I never do, a rare for this show, an anti-feud.
Say something intelligent.
I'm gonna agree with you.
Wow.
Fully.
Wow.
Give it exactly the same score.
Okay.
17 out of 21 police LAPD badges. So.
The good from the bad. are the police.
Word is, you got a hit on y'all, man. Y'all been greenlit.
Come on, man, we're cops. Everybody wants to kill us.
I'm gonna give it 17 out of 21 bags of Coke.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do a little bit better than that. I'm going to say it's 18 out of 20.
Wow.
No, I'm not. I'm going to back off that. I'm backing off that.
It's almost a perfect movie.
Well, that's close to what I would give it to. I'm going to say 17 out of 25.
Wow, less than me. Okay.
I have no correlation about the percentages.